All right. Good morning, everybody. Today is Tuesday, June 17th, 2025. You're in the live trading room. And you know that. You know where you are. But good morning. Hope you all had a good evening yesterday. Let me let Hashim into the room. This is yesterday's trades. We just had two trades yesterday, but had a big one on that swing high that we had yesterday. Um, it just kept going and going and going. So we basically took two trades off of that swing high. That first one was plus 41, second one was 13. So I ended up with two trades for plus 54. Um, and basically hit the nut. What I'm trying to hit is 50 each day to get to that 2,500 a week, to get to that 10,000 a month, to get to that 120,000 a year. That's how we go. So anyway, that's yesterday's trades, and let's see here. SPY. Let me get my other tool here. SPY closed at 601.79. It's currently sitting right at 600. So it looks like we've got a gap play this morning. Yes, we do. The gap fill and trigger will be a call, and it'll be at 622 cents. So I'm going to write that down. 622 cents. It's not something we usually take in the first 5 minutes. So we'll keep an eye on that, but that's the gap trigger. Prices are going down. Let me get rid of something over here. Let's head over to the option chain, and we've got 1.797 million traded in pre-market volume already. Going to be trading today's expiration, which is the 17th. Likely start, well, right now at the 599 on the call side and the 601 on the put side for right now. We got to get in all this pre-market volume, and then we will reevaluate where we are in that. Markets are currently down a bit. Still trying to get into my Schwab account here. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and toss it over to Mr. Keith Frampton. Good morning, Keith.
Morning, Tim. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, I did just two trades for me yesterday, also, but they're good, both good trades, and we like positive, so that's good. This morning we had export price numbers come out that were much lower than anticipated, and import prices were just about maybe about as anticipated, maybe up a little bit. Um, Retail sales numbers came out at 8:30, and that missed by a bit. And year to year, it was actually down 2% or so. So missed by quite a
Hmm.
bit on that one.
Hmm.
The retail sales control group came in a little bit better than anticipated. Retail sales, except for autos, came in less than anticipated. So sort of up and down on various things here. We had industrial production numbers came out actually at 9:15, came out much less than anticipated. We will have business inventory numbers come out at 10, and the housing market index numbers come out at 10 also. 5-year bond auction at 1. And again, the big thing is tomorrow at 2 o'clock is the Fed's rate announcement, followed up by the press conference at 2:30. I will be trading this Friday's expiration, the 20th. And just a reminder, the markets are closed on Thursday for Juneteenth Day. And that's about it from here.
Okay, very good. We got about 15 seconds before we start. Remember to have 20 cents between each of your hash marks. So we're looking at the same size candles each day. Here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There's the bell. We are in. Let's do some trading today. Let's make some money today. Not that we don't try to make money every day.
All right. The tick jumped up above the gap fill, but as Tim said, the first couple minutes we don't trade that. So
Yeah. So we will hold off on that. Uh, it actually in pre-market actually bumped up a little bit above it uh, the minute before the last minute for the market open, but we're going to hold off here. We just want to be patient, wait for our trades to come to us, wait for that breakout that we know is coming. We just don't ever know when it's going to come. Switch over to that side.
That's interesting.
All right, price is rising a bit. Let's head over the option chain. I will probably be at the 599 on the call and the 602 on the put side. May switch down to the 600 on the call. We'll see if that rises a bit.
We did get a crossover on the 5 minute MACD going up.
Indeed. Got some long wicks on the top side.
Yep.
Okay, so we've got the Dow down 133, Nas down 84, S&P down 21. So the broader markets are down, broader indices are down a bit, not huge, but they are down. We've already got 3 million traded on the underlying. We've got a new member joining us today, JKR 19. I'm glad you're here.
Welcome.
Yeah. All right, price trying to decline here a bit. We're in our fourth minute of the market. Price continuing to decline, trying to reach toward VWAP. VWAP is our purple line. It stands for volume weighted average pricing. Price staying in a fairly tight range right now. Maybe going into early consolidation. So, like always, we'll just be patient. Trying to cut through VWAP right now.
VWAP's right on top of the gap number also.
Hmm. All right, finally broken through VWAP. See if it stays through.
We might be having a supply zone in there too if this keeps up here.
Yep. All right, guys, let's keep an eye on the 602 on the put side. 602 strike put.
I think I'll do the 601 again, Friday's expiration. I'm going to go ahead and get in on this.
Okay. Stand by on the 602.
I got in on at 507.
Okay. We haven't pulled the trigger yet on this end.
Come on, get back down there. That's not down. Come on, get down there.
Come on, reverse. All right, guys, I'm going to go over to the call side, to the 599 on the call side. Just keep an eye on it. See if this is going to truly break out.
Come on down.
All right, we'll also keep an eye on that 602 on the put side. Stand by.
Come on.
All right, I'm going to enter the 602 and in at 219. Stand by to take profit. I'm going to go ahead and take some profit here at 248. 219 to 248.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah. Knew it was going to come back down, and there you go.
And there it just filled.
There you go.
Okay.
All right. Let's go back to the 601 on the put side. 601 strike put.
I got 20 cents on that, by the way.
Nice. I got 19. Select Fred in.
I was not able to enter it. It didn't execute.
You did not get in?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
It passed me.
Oh, well, you may have another opportunity here, Ashim, in a minute.
5 minute MACD's turned down.
Okay.
Hasn't crossed yet, but it's turning down.
Or if this is going to be our range here.
And I am going to put a supply zone in there.
Yeah. Yep. Let's do that.
Just a reminder, we do have some announcements coming out at 10, so there could be a pop today. Certainly got that pop yesterday, 10 minutes early with no announcements. So sometimes it has a mind of its own.
Indeed. Why did I change that to green? That was stupid. There we go. Okay. Anyway, looking at the 601 on the put side still. May need to reverse here first.
Again, that VWAP and yesterday's low were right on top of each other.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to bounce off of it. The 1 minute MACD is flattened out and trying to bounce off the mid-range there. Heading back up.
Price reaching up to our supply zone. Already starting to see some price rotation here. We'll see if that keeps up.
I'm watching the 599 on the call side.
Okay. Same here, 599 on the call side.
Got a nice crowd again today, Tim.
Yeah. Yeah. Appreciate everyone being here.
Well, I'm tempted to get in on this, but I'm going to wait till it gets above the supply zone.
Yeah.
Looks like we're getting a demand zone probably in there too.
Mm-hmm.
The Heiken actually has long tails on the top.
They are indeed.
Mm-hmm. Yep, showing some downward pressure.
Oh,
Ooh,
what happened there?
wow. Someone put in a low.
That's 10 o'clock again today. Are they starting to move the pop at the top of the 10 of 10?
I may be.
Wow. They do that at all last week?
No.
Huh.
It's you, Keith.
I guess.
Yeah. You brought it back from Denmark.
Yeah. Only been back 2 days and I'm already missing their pastries and their Swedish meatballs. Oh, they were good.
I'll bet. Yeah. It's okay. Calm down. I don't know if you can hear Dexter in the background. It's my grand dog.
Is he barking to make it go up or barking to make it go down?
Not sure.
My black cat's sort of saying it's in the wait zone. He's asleep here.
There you go. There you go.
Boy, he's been sticking close to me since I got home.
Must have missed you.
I guess. Just not moving much here. We've got that nice volume. Only
Yeah.
one candle's been below 100,000.
I'm going to go ahead and put a demand zone in.
Oh yeah. Got 7.4 million underlying traded. Dow's down 134, Nasdaq's down 100, and S&P's down 22. But it's been in a fairly narrow range for about 15 minutes here,
Yeah, sure has.
except for that one spike down. I already know what that was. One of the industrial traders had his cat walk across the keyboard. Okay.
Let's go back over the call side. I'm going to go to the 599 on the call side.
Yeah. Same
Stand
here.
by. Trying to break out here on the call side.
Got 7 minutes to the pop.
Okay.
That's still, if it happens here in the next minute, I would still considering getting in.
Yep. That call didn't quite take off. Now back below the supply zone.
Yeah, we're about 5 minutes to the pop, so I will wait now.
Okay.
Tim, this is almost what I'd expect. I expected this yesterday too, going into the
Yeah.
FOMC report tomorrow, that things are not huge movement today.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I keep that in mind that it is typically slow the few days before the announcement.
Although we did get good volume yesterday, it just wasn't
Sure
moving
did.
much.
Yeah.
Last couple volume candles have been below 100,000, not by much, but below.
Mm-hmm. You have 8,244,000 traded in.
Yeah, that's very respectable.
Yeah, that's not bad. Dow's down by 109 now, Nas down by 80, S&P down by 18. Ooh,
Yeah.
big pop up there.
Almost like the market maker said, "Oh, that's right, we are below 100,000. Let's bump that thing up there."
Coming up on 2 minutes away from the pop at the top, so we will not enter a trade until after the pop at the top.
You may want to explain what that is to the new people coming.
Sure. Yeah, good idea. So, pop at the top is something that we have known and tracked for some years now. That generally at the top of the hour, um, we get a move, either up or down. We never know which way it's going to be, but generally it's accompanied by more volume and we get more price movement. Sometimes we have a news or report event that comes out at 10. Sometimes we don't. We don't get it every day, but we get it enough days to know that something is going on there at 10 o'clock. So since we don't know which direction it's ultimately going to go, we stay out of a trade when we're near it. We don't want to be in a trade when the pop comes just in case it goes against us in a big way. So that is the pop at the top.
And a lot of times, after 2 or 3 minutes after the pop, it reverses and changes direction.
Mm-hmm.
Probably more times than not.
Yep. So here we go. Boom, we're in the pop. And see how price is bumping up pretty quickly, or at least initially, and increased volume coming in. By the way, that's what these blue bars and red line are below the 1 minute chart. The upper left chart is a volume subchart. That's how we track volume. Red line is set at 100,000. So lots of volume coming in, not a lot of price variations coming in.
Could you lower the Heiken Ashi so we can see the top of
Oh,
the
sure. There you go.
hole?
And let's lower that down a little bit. Let's lower that down a little bit.
The housing market numbers missed by a little bit, not a huge amount, but a little bit. And they were down from last month. Business inventories came in flat as anticipated.
Okay. So you can see how on that 10 o'clock minute, price went up quite a bit, but cooled down in that same minute. But lots of volume on that first minute. So that was a typical pop. So we'll see if we are going to start a trend here toward the call side. Pretty big reversal candle in that last minute. But price is climbing back up again slowly. Price just kind of stalling here right above the supply zone. No, we mentioned this yesterday, but on Wednesdays, this is for new folks, we come back to trade the last hour of the market. Now we have a Fed um, interest rate announcement tomorrow at 2, followed by the press conference at 2:30. We will be back at, well, a few minutes before 2 to see if we can trade the announcement. I don't think we're expecting any changes at this point.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see a little bit more movement at 2:30 at the press conference, one way or
Mhm.
another, or both ways, depending on what he says.
Yeah. So at the very least, we will trade that hour. We may trade to the end of the trading session, but at the very least, we'll do that hour.
Just don't want to get down and stay below that supply zone.
Mm-mm.
Oh, and we can move that up too.
Oh, we certainly can. Let's do that. Hopefully, we're going to get a trend of some sort here this morning.
You look at the highs and the lows just from the open, and it really hasn't moved much.
Mm-mm. No, it hasn't, has it?
I think we were lucky to get that 20 cents
Yeah.
earlier.
Come on, get on up there. All right, let's see. I'm keeping an eye on the 600 on the call side. See if this continues into a trend. All right. Still looking at that 600 on the call side. Stand by, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and get into this. And pass me by. I'm going to try again here. There we go. Got in at 185.
I got in at 385. Come on, get on up there. Come on, get on up. And Superman used to say, up, up, and away. Come on.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
I'm going to try to get 20 cents on this.
Okay.
Come on, get up there a little bit more.
And got it. Got overfilled 185 to 207. By the way, take profit now. Sorry, guys.
Yep, I got 20 cents on that.
Okay.
$4.39 to $4.59.
Nice. Way to go, Ashim.
And
Did you say 439 to 459?
yes,
Which strike did you use?
Yeah.
600.
Oh,
That's strange.
that is strange.
That's a lot higher. You sure?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Fif-
what expiration?
Oh, 57, not 59, 57.
What?
439 to 457.
That's still
Yeah. Still, what expiration are you using? Ashim?
Friday.
Ah,
yeah, but I'm on Friday at 600.
23rd June or 25.
Oh, that's Monday.
Oh,
The 23rd is Monday. Next
oh
Monday.
my.
that will do it. All right, guys, let's head back over to, I'm going to go to the 600 on the call side.
Friday is 20. Hold on.
Friday's the 20th.
20th. Okay. Okay, now I changed it.
MACD is starting to flatten a little bit there in the 1 minute, Tim.
Yeah.
Although the 5 minutes up pretty strong.
Let's get these down. Maybe going into some consolidation here.
Yep.
See which way it comes out of this. So we'll hold off here for a minute.
I mean, why this is like some of my contract close at 457, some of them are 459.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, your close was happening while price was moving. So you will get fills at different prices. So going into some consolidation here, we call a messy middle right here. And we have a rule, messy middle rule says 9 times out of 10, price will continue in the direction it went into the messy middle. So price was going up when it got into the messy middle, and we can expect it 9 times out of 10 times to continue going in that direction.
Yeah, the one possible exception on that is if the MACDs start to get at the end of one of their ranges.
Yeah.
It actually, here's the reason I was wondering that why Keith having like three something and I'm having four, 439. I was kind of shocked.
Well, interestingly, Shane, I trade two different accounts, and sometimes I get different prices on both accounts. And it's like, uh-oh, that's a confirmation something isn't right. It's either the expiration is wrong or the strike price is wrong. So those are usually the first things to look at to make sure you're correct.
Thanks.
Either that or they're just charging a higher premium so I can get a bigger gain on mine.
That's what I figure. It's just the market maker playing favorites.
Yeah. It's funny, having not traded for 2 weeks. Yesterday, it was interesting. The first couple trades that muscle memory was still there, but I was a little foggy. I said, okay, now what am I doing here? So I actually trade fewer contracts yesterday till I got back in the swing of things.
Sure.
Let me change my device.
Whoops. So price did not accelerate out of this messy middle. It went down.
Yeah, 1 minute MACD cross going down.
Yeah.
And we may be getting a new supply zone up top there if it hangs
Mm-hmm.
on for another 45 seconds. There we are. We
Here
can
we
move the
go.
supply zone up.
Okay. Let's duplicate that. Bring that up to there. There we go. I'm going to turn this old one gray. Price reaching toward the new supply zone. See if it's going to break through and continue this trend up, which is fine by us. We love those trends. So our 1 minute MACD is riding below the control line. Starting to see more sub 100,000 minutes show up. So far today, we've been pretty much in a call bias position, except for that our first trade was there was a little bit of sell-off going on that we took advantage of and caught that early on. But since then, it has been pretty much all call direction. Some pullbacks, nothing too severe. Let's see if we are changing directions here. Almost looks like it. So Dow is down 43 still, NASDAQ down 69, S&P down 15 with 13 million traded on the underlying asset, SPY. We've got two trades plus 41 so far, which is pretty good for, the week of a Fed announcement.
Yeah, and as slow as things have been, not volume wise, but movement wise, have been very good.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'm going to keep an eye on the 602 on the put side in case this continues in this direction. Hey guys, excuse me just for a minute. I'll be right back.
Hear me?
All right. I can see we've gone nowhere.
Fast too. I was gonna say it's sort of like watching the grass grow, but up here right now it's been raining for 4 days, and I haven't mowed since before I left. So
Oh
I
dear.
need it to dry a little bit so I can mow. Either that or I'll have to call the farmer in to bring his combine in.
Yeah, we've been getting a lot of rain here in Atlanta. All right, so we're an hour into the session. We've got 13,589,000 traded on the underlying. Dow is down 34, S&P down 62, excuse me, Nas down 61, S&P down 13. So still down, not by a great deal, but slightly down. SPY has been moving against the broader indices most of the morning. Price heading back up. Let's see if this is going to break down a bit. All right, let's go over to the 602 on the put side. We'll just keep an eye on that, see if this is going to turn into a longer term trend. It's going to bounce right off of the minor zone. All right, our 5 minute is crossed down into the put bias side.
Came down close to VWAP and bounced off of that.
Mm-hmm. It sure did. Price reaching down to VWAP. Want to see it get through VWAP before we consider a put trade. Price, as usual, struggles to get across VWAP. VWAP is a zone like our green, gray, and red zones. We don't mark it because it already has a line, but it is often the strongest zone on the chart. So you'll see price come down to VWAP, bounce off of it a number of times before it breaks through, or it just goes back to where it was. All right, it's making it across. So still looking at the 602 on the put side. Still struggling to get across VWAP and stay across.
Yeah, definitely volume has dropped off in the last 20-25 minutes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Taking another shot at VWAP.
Keith, are you looking at 601 or 602?
602.
Thanks.
It's just not wanting to give it to us.
We haven't reached our 50-cent mark for today yet, but just because we haven't doesn't mean we should force something.
True.
There's going to be days where we're going to surpass that by quite a bit.
Yeah. It all works out.
Yep.
So you notice we just couldn't get past VWAP and stay below VWAP. Price trying to reach down again. Part of our problem now is we're just in low volume. Price has to have volume in order to move. Crazy Ivan. Well, price just continues to meander. Guys, excuse me just one more second. I'll be back in just a minute. Same stuff. Price coming down a little bit now. Yep, moving down now. Just don't trust it.
No, I don't either.
Yeah, I don't want to. I'm gonna give up my money,
Yeah.
whatever I
Sometimes,
made.
sometimes the best trade is no trade.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Look at that. Absolutely.
All right, guys. I think what we're going to do is just go ahead and review our trades and call it a morning. I don't think we're going to see any more trades this morning. So back over here. So first trade was a put. Yep. At 942. Right here, we took this right here just as it was falling below VWAP and took that for 19 cents. The reason is two reasons. One, we're in a downward trend. It was going along with broader industry indices, and we fell below a zone, the zone being VWAP. So those are the three reasons that we got into that trade. And the second trade was at 1010 right here. It was a call trade. Let me 1010. We got into this trade here. It went past the zone. We were in a good, strong upward trend. So that's why we got into this trade and took that for 22 cents. So those were our two trades this morning.
And Tim, it probably is worth pointing out that we didn't get in that call a little bit earlier because the at that time the supply zone was up a little bit. We were waiting for it to cross.
Yes. Yes. So, yes, absolutely. Okay, that's it for this morning, guys. It's top of the hour. Those are our trades. I mean, two trades positive, which is pretty good for being a Fed week. So we'll go ahead and stop there for now. I'll leave up the charts for a while. And guys, have a great afternoon, and we will see you tomorrow
All
for
right.
two sessions. Thank you, Keith.
Yep. Thanks, Tim. Thanks for being here, everybody. Have a good day.
Thank you.